So the poster and trailer for the Mandalorian and Grogu movie have been released, and I can clearly tell that the general attitude toward it is one of sheer disregard and disappointment, even from people who were somewhat excited for this movie. Now I wasn't. I wasn't at all excited, but so my feedback doesn't really mean anything at all. But I figured I'd just hate on this for some easy clout. Right away, I don't like the look of this poster. I can totally get behind what they're going for with the style of classic movie posters from the 60s and 70s. Like, that's what the original trilogy did, so it makes perfect sense given that this is the big return of Star Wars to the big screen. But, like they always do, Disney completely misses what makes that style special. Instead of making it hand drawn like those posters were, they just put a bunch of live action shots through a filter, and it looks incredibly generic that way. However, now the bottom right corner with that ATRT and Mando fighting the Mythosaur, those look excellent. They do appear to be actual concept art, like what they have at the end of every end credits of each episode. And if the whole trailer were just that kind of concept art, this would have looked fantastic. But no, that would take actual work, it seems. Then we have this text. Why did they choose this font? This was not at all necessary to show that this is a fun space adventure when that's exactly what the Mandalorian show is. But the posters for that actually use a font that's stylistically in line with the rest of Star Wars. I'm okay with switching things up, but this is so far removed from everything else in Star Wars that it just doesn't make sense, nor does it look good. Here's a fan-made poster for the movie. It's nothing truly special or original, but I gotta admit, it does look kind of nice. There's a good blend of colors, and at least it's stylistically consistent with the rest of The Mandalorian and the rest of Star Wars in general. And now here's the image they used for the album of the soundtrack of the first chapter. Look at how nice and unique and mysterious it looks. It's just so beautiful looking. I think that every single poster for The Mandalorian in general should have looked like this, frankly. But enough yapping, let's get into the actual trailer. Somehow, the Razor Crest returned. I'm sorry, I just had to. Why is Mando still dealing with the Empire? I mean, Moff Gideon is already dead, Thrawn is doing his own thing, and God only knows where. There's nothing really left to set up with them. Some new adversaries would be much appreciated. I don't care about Babu Freak, Disney. Nobody cares about Babu Freak. Stop trying to make him work, please. Oh my god, it's the lady from Alien! I don't care. I'm sorry, this isn't enough to make me care. Why do I have a feeling this is the most we're gonna get of any plot in this trailer? This is literally the production quality of a Super Mario Logan skit. Also, good for you, Mando, destroying a small business like that. What is Zeb even doing here? What is his relation to the Mandalorian and to Grogu? Actually, shouldn't he be with the Ghost Crew? Though, I do have to admit, his inclusion in this movie did create the Glub Shido meme, so, I am thankful for that. Rhoda is no older than 80 years old. Hutts live for over 1,000 years. That means that Rhoda only has the mental capacity of about an 8-year-old. Does timeline consistency just mean nothing here?
Impressive.
We have been shown absolutely nothing to indicate that Mandalorians in general have anything to do with this movie's actual plot. And so this is the way means literally nothing. They're just tickling our balls. How am I even supposed to feel about this? Is this cool? No, not at all. It's pretty sad. Is it triumphant? I wouldn't say so. There's two AT-ATs in front of the one that just fell. They're still moving. Is this relevant to the plot? How the fuck should I know? This is terrible. I've already stated my opinion on this title. No reason to beat a dead horse. Forged by stitching together 3 or 4 proper episodes into a feature-length film.
Good shot, baby.
Yeah, so that was pretty bad. All we know about the movie's plot is that Mando and Sigourney Weaver will be doing something against the Empire, and Zeb and Rhoda will be there. And they brought back the Razor Crest, which, thank God they did, because whose idea was it to make an N1 starfighter a bounty hunter's ship? Where would he even keep his bounties? But, so, what's there to say? Lucasfilm should stop letting the shareholders into the writing room. That's all.